Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm outside a rental property that went vacant about a month ago, and it's still not rented. So we had a few things go wrong on this one. That happens in real estate a lot. So you can make a lot of money with real estate. It can be an amazing investment, but it definitely does not go perfect all of the time. So first off, we weren't sure if this rental was vacant. We went in there. They left a bunch of stuff. We got most of that trashed out, and we'll see how good of a job my guys did trashing out, which is one issue here. But the other main issue is when I was in here before, I could hear the water running. I turned off the main inside the house and it was still running. Had our plumber out. He couldn't find what was wrong, and we determined the main line from the city meter to the house is leaking somewhere under the yard. And so we had a locate done and figured out it was from our house side, not the city side. It'd be nice if it was the city side because then they'd pay for it, but it's right under that sidewalk. So now we're waiting for them to come fix that and take care of that so we can have water again, which is kind of needed when you rent a property. That's why the grass isn't amazing looking right now either, because we can't water the grass. It's the time of year where it's not the end of the world, but it would still be nice if we had green grass when we rented the property. You can see we also took off the weird pad or keypad lock we had on there before, and need to get that door touched up just a little bit. But the other disappointing thing is we had our guys trash out this house, and it just, yes, we're going to get it cleaned, of course, before the tenants move in, but they just did such a halfway job of trashing it out, and that's just frustrating because so much stuff left in here that they left for the cleaners to pick up, which will cost us more money instead of them just throwing it away when we had a dumpster and everything here. And it's way easier to throw away all the trash when there's a dumpster. And when the water was on too, the water's not on right now. So we're going to have this cleaned, and it's like, well, we can't because there's no water, or at least it makes it way, way more difficult. And so we're waiting on that to get fixed before we can have the cleaners come in, and then of course finish the trash out too, since our trash out guys didn't finish it. But the house should be easy to rent once it's cleaned up. It wasn't left in bad shape at all, just dirty with their stuff left in it, like I said. They didn't tell us they're leaving, which is kind of annoying. Like, it'd be nice if they tell us when they're leaving, but we had to kind of go in assuming they weren't there since they weren't answering the phone, weren't answering the door, and could see most of the things were out of the house. So even with the issues, I bought this property for $133,000 in 2014, I think. It's worth over $400 now. So it's done very well. I think it was rented for $2,200 a month before. It'll rent for at least that much now, if not more. Rent prices do keep going up. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and kind of a neat house. It's a little different. It has some character. And then, it shouldn't be too much once we get this water line fixed and it cleaned up. So that's the delay on this one. Hopefully we can get past those delays, because delays do cost you money, but that's part of real estate, and you should always plan on some vacancies, some maintenance, some repairs. When you own rental properties, you can't always expect them to perform perfectly all the time. All right, so we may or may not have another update on this property. We may just leave it at this, or maybe I'll post a quick note when we get it rented and what we rent it for. We'll see. But I do like this house. It's been kind of a neat house, and it's actually really, really close to the new laundromat I am starting up as well. Technically, that laundromat was already started. I'm just taking it over. It's literally like a quarter to half a mile away. So that is the nice thing about the new laundromat, which I'm leasing, is that it's very, very close to my office, some of my properties. And then, here's the garage, sort of trashed out, not all the way. Again, you leave a trash bag after you trash out. And then the backyard was mostly trashed out too. But I need to look back at my videos. I don't have the time to do it right now. Or maybe someone can from before, I don't know, maybe not. But there's like a statue thing out there, and I don't know if that was at the house before or not, or if the tenants brought that in. I don't remember it, but there's a chance it was here before. It's broken now, and I thought it was just like flimsy fiberglass. It's actually like concrete. It's very heavy, so I'll have to check back and see if that was mine or someone else's. But all right, thanks for watching. We'll be back with many, many more updates on my rentals, flips, businesses, and interesting stuff going on. I always tend to have a lot of drama.